What's up, guys? I'm going to share with you everything we know so far about Ark Survival Evolved 2. As some of you will know, they've released some trailers recently. I say recently, that wasn't that recent. But yeah, so the game was announced at the Game Awards 2020, and it will be a survival sandbox similar to the first game, which I am very happy about. It'll be releasing on PC and next-gen consoles, and Ark 2 will actually take place after the events of Genesis Part 2 on an alien planet named Arat. As some of you will know, that was the latest expansion released from the previous game, and Ark 2 will undoubtedly be one of the key new games for 2023. Ark originally blew everyone away. It was such an original game. There was nothing similar to it before, and Studio Wildcard is hard at work on its sequel, pushing for an expanded shared world and more intense Souls-like melee combat to help bring one of the best survival games into a new expansion and new generation. Now, delving into the combat a bit more with the Souls-like combat, in which there will now be locking on, dodging, combos, and special moves all included. To go along with this, in a big change, Ark 2 will now be a third-person or first-person game. Not only will this help with the new combat, but also the new methods of traversal throughout Iraq. For some of you, this is extremely exciting news. With the like of Dark Souls, Bloodborne, and Elden Ring, we can expect a similar playstyle in Ark 2. For others, this will take a while to adjust, as it's very different from the previous Ark style. But hey ho, we all like a bit of change. We can just hope this conveys across nicely into the new world. So Studio Wildcard has pushed the Ark 2 release date to 2023 when the game was announced at the Game Awards 2020. Microsoft said it would launch originally in 2022, but seeing as we went 2 years without an update and the impact of the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic has had on development pipelines, it shouldn't come as too much of a surprise that Studio Wildcard has pushed Ark 2 to 2023. Now, as we've seen in the past, there's been a couple releases of games that just have not been finished, and it ended up being a complete stuff up, to be honest. The likes of Cyberpunk 2077, they released that game way too early and it affected everything. You know, people weren't buying the game, the combat wasn't working correctly, it was too glitchy, all these kind of bugs going on. So we can kind of just hope that we don't have that issue now that they're pushing it back. Personally, I'm not a big, I don't really mind if a company is pushing back a game, because at the end of the day we know we're going to get a better product for what we are spending our money on. So I am holding thumbs that this will launch as it should. Some of you will know the previous engine that they were using was the Unreal Engine 4 in the first game, and it was super buggy. The game was extremely hard to run. There were so many issues just constantly going on with the game that it took them months, maybe even years to correct them. And they're actually transitioning across to Unreal Engine 5. Now, that is extremely good news in my eyes. We will have the opportunity to play the game with the latest engine updated. And something I'm a big fan of too is that they're sticking with the primal route. You know, that's something that I felt the original Ark, some people will disagree, but I feel like the original Ark actually, that's what made it so unique. Running around with the spears, taming things, using your raft, this, that, and the other, it just made it feel like a proper survival game. Until they delved into all the robotics and whatnot, which just felt like it was not needed at all. So I'm happy they're resorting back to their roots where they originally came from. For some of you that have been playing on PlayStation, unfortunately there is mild bad news, because Ark 2 is only going to be exclusive for Xbox Series X. It's a deal which ensures that the only console platform you'll be able to play Ark 2 on at launch will be Xbox. Ark is, of course, coming to PC, just like the original Ark. But the question we're all asking ourselves is, when will it come to PS5? Well, unfortunately, that remains unanswered by Studio Wildcard. However, it is listed only as an exclusive for Xbox Series X. So this means that Ark 2 will only be on PC and Xbox Series X for an undetermined amount of time before eventually pushing onto PlayStation 5. Given as, you know, Ark was extremely successful on PS4, it would not make much sense to make it a Xbox exclusive. So keep your eyes out, because I am sure it will eventually come to PlayStation, which is probably music to your ears. They're about to announce that the next piece of footage that they are releasing is actually gameplay, which is super exciting, and I assume they will end up giving us a release date at the same time, as that is what we are all waiting for at the moment, so we can get those juicy pre-orders in. But we shall have to wait and see. We're gonna have to see what happens. So think about subbing, because I will probably be one of the first people to put a video up on it when we find out. Amongst other videos at the same time, any updates we come across, I shall be putting up on this channel, as we are everything Ark Survival Evolved 2. So if that tickles your pickle, hit the subscribe button, smash the like button, and also leave a comment. Let me know what you're most excited for. I know I'm most excited for Unreal Engine 5. The amount of times I had to upgrade my PC just to be able to run the game last time was... yeah, my bank was not happy with me in the slightest. And I imagine the same is with you. So, yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you in the next one.